Test 1, 2, 3.
Test, test, good? Okay. Vice President Noble's on her way, but she said to go ahead and get us started. Okay. Ready, Joe?
Let's do it.
Okay. I'd like to call to order the Santa Fe Public School Board of Education meeting, May 1st, 2025, special board meeting with executive session at approximately 12:02 p.m. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance, salute to the Mexican flag, acknowledgement of tribal lands, and then approval of our agenda. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Juro fidelidad a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y a la república que representa una nación bajo Dios, indivisible, con libertad y justicia para todos. I salute the flag of the state of New Mexico, the Zia symbol of perfect friendship among united cultures. Saludo la bandera del Estado de Nuevo México, el símbolo Zia de amistad perfecta entre culturas unidas. We acknowledge that our Board of Education meeting is taking place on occupied indigenous land. We acknowledge the Tesuque Pueblo lands and other tribal lands on which we stand. We honor these people, past, present, and future. We acknowledge the history and ongoing colonization of where we're sitting right now in New Mexico and in our country. We acknowledge our own place in the story of colonization. Okay, approval of the agenda. We have an executive session, and then we have board discussion and possible action.
President Abeyta, I move to approve the agenda.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second?
I second.
We have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Dr. Gonzalez, can I have a motion regarding executive session?
Yes, I would like to move us into executive session where we're going to discuss limited personnel matters, NMSA 1978, Section 10-15-1H2, Superintendent Candidate.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. We'll be in executive session.
Those were the ones
Well, maybe you-
Okay, Dr. Gonzalez, can you give us a motion to come out of executive session?
I'd like to make a motion to move us out of executive session where we discuss limited personnel matters, NMSA 1978, Section 10-15-1H2, superintendent candidate, and we made no,
No action was taken.
no action was taken. Thank you. My goodness.
Okay, can I have a second?
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. Okay, item 3 on our agenda is board discussion and possible action, superintendent candidate. Board Member Bozay.
President Abeyta, I move to name Dr. Christine Griffin as the next superintendent of Santa Fe Public Schools, and I move that we enter into a contract with Dr. Griffin as acting superintendent beginning June 9th, 2025, and as superintendent beginning July 1st, 2025, with the following key terms. Annual salary of $205,000 prorated. Duration June 9th, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. Use of a dedicated vehicle. Benefits and leave as provided to other 12-month administrators. Annual leave accumulated and capped at 25 days, consistent with other 12-month administrators, and all other terms substantially conform to state model contract.
Okay, we have a motion. Can I have a second?
I second.
We have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. We'd like to thank everyone involved in the superintendent search, including all the candidates. Currently, public education feels uncertain and difficult, and we are fortunate and grateful for the fact that so many qualified and committed people from this community and from outside were willing to step forward and offer their service and leadership to public education in Santa Fe. We thank our Santa Fe Public School team led by Interim Superintendent Dr. Veronica Garcia, Chief of Staff Howard Oshner, as well as Jeanette Fonseca, Joe Abeyta, Alma Bajar, Mario Salvidrez, Krista Valdez, and all the rest of the team who worked tirelessly to support the process, including the 2 community forums yesterday moderated by Tom Carroll of Carroll Strategies. We also thank the community and team members throughout the district for engaging over the past couple of months. Having begun this process in February, everything led up to the community forums we held yesterday with so many stakeholders and committed people showing up to ask great questions, share context, and road test our finalists for the job. And huge thanks to our 3 finalists. We had 3 great finalists, each with different strengths, and it has been good to spend time listening and learning about each of them. It was especially insightful to watch them engage with the community during the forums. The board worked diligently to think through priorities for the district and how we hire and work with the superintendent we need. This board tends to work by building consensus, not by counting votes, and I'm very grateful for my fellow board members putting in their long hours, the brain power, and all the listening and digesting through the process thus far. Dr. Christine Griffin impressed us all with her depth and nuanced understanding of the many issues facing Santa Fe Public Schools. Her knowledge, curiosity, and desire to understand issues, plus her creativity and collaborative approach to problem solving really stood out. She displayed an exceptional understanding of how to support teachers and other staff to do their best work with children, which was a key theme that emerged in our community input. We all know it is absolutely critical to our success. Dr. Griffin emphasized that principals are the linchpins for each of our schools. Principals need to be instructional leaders in order to have real accountability for excellence in education. The board looks forward to working with Dr. Griffin and supporting her to engage with the team and the community to do her best work. We ask that everyone in the Santa Fe Public Schools family and in our surrounding community come together to support our new superintendent with productive, solution-oriented engagement. We know we are stronger together, and now it's time to roll up our sleeves, work hard, and do our best for the children and families of Santa Fe. Thank you all for being a part of the team that is moving Santa Fe Public Schools forward. Vice President Noble.
Thank you, President Abeta. And, you know, just to echo the thanks to everyone involved, the team. It's been a lot of work for all of us, to this board, to the community. I've heard from a lot of folks over the course of the past couple of months of how the district, it's like collectively holds its breath while waiting for a new superintendent to be named. So again, I just have a lot of gratitude for this process because it you know, obviously you kind of turn blue in the face if you hold your breath, and I feel like it's a good thing that we select a superintendent. You know, we appreciate her willingness to come here and do a one-year contract, and I just hope, you know, as President Abeta said, that we can all get behind the new superintendent, support her, buck the trends, and improve public education. So again, just a huge gratitude to everyone.
Dr. Gonzalez.
Thank you, President Abeta. I was very pleased with all three of the candidates that we had, and I'm especially pleased with Dr. Griffin. But I also really want to talk about the process that we went through. And Howard, that was incredible. I've been on a lot of searches in my life, and I really, really enjoyed this. And getting the public comments and all of that was it was exceptional, I think. So, thank everybody.
Board Member Bose.
Thank you, President Abeta. I would just like to echo sentiments of gratitude. I feel so overwhelmed for our community and their participation and support of public education. I'm very, very grateful for the thoughtfulness of the board and the work that we do together. When things are hard, we just do what needs to be done, and I'm really pleased with the decision that we were able to make for our district. I am so excited to further transformational change in our district, and I very much look forward to working with Dr. Griffin.
Board Member Heffron.
Thank you, President Abeta. I too would like to echo everybody's comments and also thank particularly the idea of having the public forums yesterday. I thought was a terrific idea, and as a relatively new board member, it allowed me as well to understand what our public students, parents, and teachers and staff all really want from a superintendent and from our school system. So it was a great learning experience, and I appreciate that. I would also, of course, like to thank Dr. Garcia for her guidance with me working through all of these meetings and informing me as well. I appreciate my board members here for doing the same. Thank you.
Okay, well, that concludes our search for a superintendent. The next item on our agenda is advanced planning. We will cancel the meeting that was scheduled for May 6th at 2 p.m. There is a CRC meeting on the 7th, and then a regular board meeting with a tentative executive session on May 8th. Anything else regarding advanced planning? Okay, then with that, we are adjourned.